Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your love reading for August. I hope you're amazing. So this is going to be a general love reading for August. Keep what resonates, leave what doesn't. It may not be for you right now, or it may be later. Who knows? Um, Also, if you need a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Links in the description box below. Instagram or Facebook. I'm on both of those. Let's be friends. I post transit readings there and all useful information for your journey, really. And Patreon if you want to get these readings super early. So, Scorpio, let's get into your love reading. I also got a message when I was meditating on your energy that the name of the game is love. Okay. Okay, so we have bring it into form. Yep. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. Perfect card for this energy. And every journey starts with a single step. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. So, Scorpio, just like your general reading, it talked about you doing what makes you happy, even though everybody else may think you're crazy. It's the same thing. It's more like if you want love, you got to start somewhere, you know? It's interesting because I feel like the foundations are there, like the beginnings are there, but there has to be a sort of leap of faith, especially with this card. It's like, yes, there's baggage. Are you going to choose to stay in that baggage or move away from it? And of course, you know what you should do. You've maybe taken advice from others, but this is your own personal journey when it comes to love. You have to do what feels right in your heart. That's what I see. It's like you have to make that choice for yourself. You're definitely exploring your boundaries here. You're exploring your boundaries with this relationship. This is not always about putting them up. This is always this is just about boundaries in general. And I'm getting the feeling that you do have these boundaries up, but how are they helping you? How are they, how they formed, but how are they helping you achieve what it is you want to achieve? And we're back to what I said before, is that name of the game is love. Because when it comes down to it, that's what you're trying to achieve. That's what you're trying to gain. That's what you're trying to get. But are you doing this with love in your heart or malice because of what has happened in the past? Okay? All right. So, yeah, law is not justice. And forget who you are. Yeah. This is old conditioning, old thoughts, old feelings, old energy, old situations with a person. It's like that no longer defines you. It no longer defines where things are going into the future. This is a hard message to bring across because a lot of people, when they get hurt, they want to live in that hurt, you know, because that hurt makes them feel justified in what it is they're doing. But this is like, normally when something happens to you, like you get cheated on, the advice that someone's going to give you is to leave. But what if it is the only time? What if this person is apologetic? What if things are different? And this is the one time in all the years that I've been doing this that I really feel that way. It's almost like something has happened. Yeah, it was bad, but it's like you can get through it. I'm not sure why. I'm very hesitant to say it because coming out of my mouth it sounds crazy, but I feel it. And I can't ignore that. And this is belong to your own dream and impossible things. Yeah. So this person it does definitely have a new perspective. They have a new way of thinking about you and this relationship, and they want to move forward into something more stable. This is one of those things where it's like they know they have to make a decision. This is a person that tried to move on from you and then realized they couldn't. is what it feels like. It's like they tried to be stronger. They tried to close their eyes to their feelings for you, and they just can't do it. It's not a thing that's going to happen. Even though they tried, even though they wanted to, even though that was the idea, it's just not going to happen. Okay? Yeah. There's really, really love between you two. You've built this over time. There's something here. Yeah, it's leading into a new beginning. It could be that you have children together, and that's one of the reasons why it's easier to do it that way. But I feel like this started off with love. Somewhere may have gotten lost along the way, complications, life in general. But I feel like it's you both are getting back to what truly matters. So you're going to see in August, Scorpio, that your mind is opening back up. And I feel like this person is giving you the attention that you desire. It's just up to you to be a little bit open-minded and more playful with the situation instead of so locked up with it. But that'll be up to you. Yeah, because I feel like this person didn't treat you right at first. It's something about that tells me they didn't treat you right. Like the attraction wanes. Everyone's not going to always feel the same with each other as things go. And I feel like it hit a dip or a dip down. It's almost like the grass wasn't greener on the other side. And they decided that, instead of being egocentric or listening to other people, they want to go where the love is. And it's with you. Okay? I'm also hearing like they may have thought you were kind of possessive. This may be for somebody specific. They may have thought you were kind of possessive, and that bothered them at first, how you were acting or how you were. And then they realized that that's like your way of doing things. Okay? You may be the one to take the step, Scorpio. Whatever it is, whoever takes the step, whoever takes the chance, I feel like there's a conversation being had. And that conversation opens up the door that there's still love there, that there's still care there. Yeah, it does. It's like if there was an ending of some sort, and now it's coming back around. And you will be back together in August for sure. Things are flowing well again. So the key here for you is to find balance, to learn how to be happy again. It's like you're in between what has happened and what is now. So you're getting rid of all the anger or uncertainty that was there. So you still understand that you're taking a risk. And I do feel like there's a little bit of fear or a little bit of what if things go back. But you have to keep the strategy of, yeah. So this is the time where you start working on things with your partner. They're going to bring up things in your life with mirror that bring up those old energies. Okay? So I feel like you're working through the little kinks of the relationship as you go through in August. But all that it is you trying to get closure from what has happened in the past. That's what I see. Okay? I just heard I miss you. Yeah. So in their idea, they weren't ever going to leave you fully. You were always in their mind. I feel like they could never let you go. You impacted them in a really, really big way. They were just seduced by someone else, someone else's ideas. Maybe a friend told them something about you, and then you were like, well, they were like, well, let me see what that's about. Yeah, I feel like they thought someone had their best intentions in mind or was a better fit for them. And I feel like it was fun for a time. I'm not going to lie to you. I do feel like it was fun for a time, or it worked for a time. Yeah, but the more that they looked at this situation, I feel like the more they didn't find what they wanted. You're more up their alley, like you're the person that they want. There's a little bit of codependence here with you because they need you in some sort. I don't know if it's money or you help them in some way, but there's a little bit of codependence here. And that could have been a reason why they walked away, because they wanted to feel a little bit of individuality. They wanted to learn about themselves. And it was a good thing. I feel like at the time for them, it was a good thing for them to do. It helped them grow as a person and put themselves under a sort of microscope. But now, since they have their values together, they want to be where the flow is, and it's you. So everything that did bother them about you at first, they're realizing it didn't matter. And when they had time alone with themselves and to think about you, they realized that you were the one that gave them the love that they want. Okay? Or what they need. Interesting. Yeah. So there is a reconnection, and it has love in it. It has care. You're the one they want to be with. Yeah, they know that they have to fix things. There needs to be a talk about balancing out the relationship and the relationship being healthy. So there needs to be open communication. This is a really good time, Scorpio, for you to make lists about things that you need and things that they need and figure out how to balance those and how to honor those for both of you. Okay? So this new beginning that's coming in, this new beginning that's coming in has to be very honest. This is a time for you to start leveling up with your partner and doing that work with them. So both of you are going to be doing inner work together, okay? I see a lot of flirting. I see a lot of flirting and being with each other, spending time with each other. I do see you talking about trust issues because you do have them after this person kind of ghosted you, I guess you want to say. But I feel like both of you need to spend a lot of time falling back in love again and getting the rules down for how things are going to go moving forward. That's what needs to happen here. Okay, so let's get into the tarot. Yeah. Things that weren't talked about before. This is being highlighted again, Scorpio. Things that weren't being talked about, things that weren't being highlighted that needed to be talked about, need to be talked about. This is about reconnecting the relationship to what's real. Okay? I feel like there was a lot of time spent alone or separate from each other, and all those things that you didn't talk about that you need to talk about, this is the time to do it. Okay? This is a time to also gauge what your expectations are and seeing if you two can actually work together as a team to make the relationship work. Yeah, there's a need to want to be together. Some of you are married already. Some of you want to be married. Some of you just want to be together forever. Like it's that energy of we're really good together. We have like this solid foundation. We have a good time together. So you have to identify what the issues are in order to stay together. This also tells me that things are going to be good at first only because you both miss each other, but there has to be work here. And there has to be work to release things so you can start over again and not be in your head. Because what's going to happen is if you move forward in this energy of, oh, we're in love again, everything's great, the same issues are going to come up later. Okay. Yeah. You got to decide, Scorpio, if you want to put the work in or not. It's almost like you did put the work in before, and you got let down. So you have this idea of like, I don't trust, I don't feel like this is going to be forever. They let me down before. I don't know if I can open up again. You got to change that. So if you're not willing to open up, if you're going to block them, because I feel like you will at first a little bit, be a little standoffish, it's not going to work. There has to be trust on both sides. Yeah. You got to feel secure. A lot of it has to do with you being by yourself, alone, or away from this person for a long time. Yeah, because you had a lot of time to heal. So some of you healed and blocked everything off, and some of you healed and became a better person. You know, there's a difference. So it's up to you what that's going to be. So you can continue with this Two of Pentacles. You can continue to let these burdens crush you, or you can learn from them. That's really where we are with you. Okay. Like, what are your priorities? You know, is love the priority? Is that the main focus? Or do you just want to be angry? You got to be honest with yourself. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so I will say this, Scorpio. This person does know that they want you. They're very focused on that. They do know also with the Six of Swords in reverse that it's going to be a long and hard road. I feel like this lack of closure, though, is something they want to close up. Okay? It is. They don't like this. They don't like this craziness. But I will say this. Even though they know it's hard, they do want to go with the flow. Okay? I definitely feel that. They want to go with the flow. You know why? Because they're hoping for a new beginning with you. Okay? They're hoping for a new beginning, a new start, just new energy, period. That's what they want. Ooh. This is interesting. This is like they don't want to waste a new opportunity. They also don't want to waste the opportunity, and they feel like they know that you're watching them. They know that you are watching them to see if they're going to mess up or not. Yes, and they're going to hang in there. They're going to hang in there because they're willing to sacrifice. They're willing to accept whatever choice you make, but they're hoping that it goes in their favor. And it looks like it will go in their favor. You know, I feel like they're not going to repeat the same patterns. It's like they're not going to repeat the same patterns. Yeah, they definitely feel like this isn't done. They feel like it's not done, but they also know that there are some things they need to face with the Moon card. Like, there are some things that need to happen. They know they need to check. So this is what's interesting. They would love to go back into this and not have to deal with the issues and just go straight into the love part with you. But they also are aware with this Moon card that it's something that they'll have to do. There are unfinished things that need to be finished. There are loose ends that need to be tackled, right? But also they want to know that it's going in that direction. Yeah, they want to know that it's going in the direction of a restart, of new love. Okay. So they're looking for that almost confirmation from you that that's where it's going. Okay. So, spirit message. Yeah. You're their person. Look at this. You're their person. Yes. Scorpio, this is so much confirmation. I don't even know what to tell you. Because at first I was really like iffy about this message. I'm like, I hate the idea of telling people to go back to people, but you got to listen to spirit guides on this one. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Family. Some of you have family with this person, okay? And that's the reason why you're trying it again. But underneath it all, there was love when you first started. I'm going to say that, okay? And it's about getting back to that love that connects family, okay? And seeing if it can work. That's what it is for those of you who have family and children, because I feel like that kept coming up. Financial health. Some of you are staying with people because it's best for the family, and it's best for, because there's a little bit of codependency here with these two cards. There's some codependency with some of you in this relationship. But the reason why it started in the first place is because there was love there. So if you can tap back into that love, then yes. There's a few here where you can't tap into that love and you need to let it go. And you need to see that it's just for codependent reasons that you're staying with that person. Okay? Yeah, some of you need to close the door on it. Because it's just for codependent reasons, period. And money. And security. It's not about the love. So this reading is specific to someone when it's about love. Period. It's about the love. Period. Okay? I need to get that out. Yeah, be it truth. Truth. If your truth is that it's about the love, okay, and you still have that deep love for each other, then there's a need to compromise. Okay? But not if it's just for financial help or just for the family, if there's no love there, or just for security at home because you don't have anywhere to go. That's what I'm going to say. But for those of you who have that love, it's like you'll find all of these things within this person. And then you're like, well, it's worth me making the sacrifice to compromise. But it's like if you don't compromise, Scorpio, you won't find that truth either. Very interesting. I'm going to pull one more card as a confirmation from another deck. Spirit, I need some confirmation. Yep, be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. I'm telling you. This is like try again. Try again, Scorpio. That's all I'm going to say, okay? I feel like if the love is there, the love is there. What can you do? It may not be the best case scenario, but the love is there, okay? So I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.